Hello there, my lovelies. Welcome back to my channel, Boomy Reactions. For those of you who are new, my name's Boomy, and thank you for watching. Now today, guys, we're going to be catching up with Bradley Robinson once again from Judd's Barbecue. I love these recipes that Bradley makes. I think they look, to say that they look mouth-watering is an understatement. They look absolutely divine, delicious, amazing. So in today's video, he's going to be making, now, check my pronunciation of this, guys. How do you think? I'm getting better. He's going to be making some, well, the video says beefy Tex-Mex tacos, but I think they're carne guisada. Is that okay? I'm cringing at the way I say it. So this video has been requested by one of my wonderful patrons. This is from Jeff. Thank you so much, my lovely. Now, Jeff, you did initially say, "Hi, Boomy. I thought you could do tacos for Cinco de Mayo." Now, I didn't make tacos for Cinco de Mayo, but in my household, we did celebrate Cinco de Mayo. I say celebrate, we made some Mexican food. It was the first time that I had tried making barbacoa beef, and I used my wonderful, I can't see it in the camera there, it's over there, my wonderful Tex cookbook. Fabulous. Oh my gosh. So I recently had it in a restaurant near us, and it's called Death by Taco. It's absolutely amazing. Oh, it's lovely. If you're ever in the northwest of England, go out of your way to go there. It's absolutely amazing. And we had barbacoa beef. Oh, there's just no words. Mind blown. Loved it. So I was very cheeky, and I asked them for what cuts of beef they use, and they did tell me they're lovely. The guys in there are awesome. It is an amazing place, honestly. Just amazing, just so much fun. And yeah, so I tried to recreate this, and I used my Tex cookbook, and guys, I feel like my life's been changed. It's not an overstatement, because I am an absolute glutton and I'm a massive foodie. Amazing. I feel like this has almost been kept a cheeky little secret of the US. We didn't know about it. Oh, it's lovely. Anyway, I have spent 2 minutes absolutely glazing over barbacoa beef, but it's so good. Anyway, I think I've seen one of Bradley's videos before where he made beef tacos, but I think he made barbacoa beef tacos. So this is different. So this is the carne guisada. I'm getting better, I think. Getting better at it. I have no Spanish skills whatsoever. Anyway, let's check out the video, guys. And if you are enjoying these reactions and me absolutely blabbing and talking mindless food, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much, my lovelies. If you're interested, I have a Buy Me Coffee account. That link is over here. And if you would like to help support my channel any further, I have a Patreon account. Yes, I do. And if you want to check that out at all, that link is in the description, just below there. Oh gosh, prematurely pause this video. I can see that it's the what. It's going to start with the what is up. What is up, Bradley?
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Judd's Barbecue. My name is Bradley Robinson, and today I'm going to show you how I made these. Beautiful, delicious, smoky, beefy, cheesy, tender, amazing carne guisada tacos. That's right, folks. We're taking a chuck roast, throwing some smoke on it, braising it down, making some freshly made flour tortillas for the ultimate Cinco de Mayo. Coming up.
What is traditional to make for Cinco de Mayo? Is it anything goes? Is it any kind of celebration food? Mexican food, obviously. Or is there something in particular that everybody makes for Cinco de Mayo?
This is some meat.
Meat.
Ooh, pat it dry. And what I've got here is a chuck roast, an absolutely beautiful looking chuck roast. Good amount of intramuscular fat in there. Pretty thick, nice and meaty, but you could use whatever cut you like. You know, beef cheeks would work really well, short rib, any tough braising cut, even stew meat would probably work out well for what we're doing today. And that's because today we're taking a look at carne guisada. And if you're unfamiliar, carne guisada is a Tex-Mex kind of South Texas meat stew of sorts, where you get some really tender braised down beef in a pretty thick beefy gravy with some other veg and aromatics and spices. It's typically served either as a stew alongside some beans and rice with some tortillas, or just as straight up tacos. And with
So I've checked out Tex making some carne guisada, and it looked absolutely delicious. I still haven't tried making it yet though.
Cinco de Mayo upon us. I'm in the mood for some good tacos. I like tender, shreddy beef, and this one shouldn't take too long and should be pretty easy. So first things first, we gotta go ahead and get this meat cubed up into some little bite-sized pieces. You can make these as big or as small as you like. And honestly, a lot of this is probably gonna end up as shredded meat anyway, so you can kind of choose your own adventure at this point, but I'm thinking something like that, little chunk, a 1 by 1 inch maybe. These are definitely gonna shrink up on us, so I'm gonna make them a little bit bigger than I want them to actually be. And I'm probably just gonna leave all this fat in there. It'll just add to the braise. And just like that, all cubed up, looking very nice, great marbling on there, and should cook up perfectly. And typically at this point, you're gonna see a lot of people taking their meat and browning it off in a pot, then throwing in some veg and other aromatics and spices, topping that with beef stock and letting it braise away. But as I always say, you can get a lot better flavor on a barbecue pit or a grill than you can in the bottom of a pot. And I think injecting a little bit of barbecue flavor into this dish can only help us out. So I'm gonna get this seasoned up. And today my rub of choice is some Chud's Barbecue Bold, previously known as Chud's Barbecue Steak Rub. And when we made this, it was primarily designed for steak, hence the original name. But once we started using it, it quickly became one of our absolute favorite rubs on the shelf for steaks, red meat, but honestly for absolutely everything else. Vegetables, eggs. I use this rub probably more than any other rub in the collection, and everyone that tries it seems to absolutely love it. So we decided to change the name so it's a little more inclusive as opposed to just being labeled for steak, and really focus on the bold flavor and make it a bigger size because I burn through this stuff. Highly recommend it, chudsbarbecue.com. Thank you for supporting your local Chud. And I tend to think about it like an SPG plus, right? Because it's got salt, pepper, garlic, but it's also got some other bold flavors in there, some umami boosters, and some other secret ingredients that really enhance the flavor of your meat or whatever you're cooking, and it's just very pleasant. Highly recommend it. But of course, you could use whatever rub you like, just salt and pepper would be fine. Again, this is going into a braise, so you could probably get away with just not seasoning the meat at all, and just adding some seasoning at the end. But it's always good to start building those layers of flavor. Just getting everything tossed around, trying to get these as evenly coated as possible. And that is looking pretty much perfect to me. Let's go ahead and fire up the pit.
It's my dream one day to have one of these massive, mighty Chud boxes in a garden kitchen. It would be amazing.
Got the old Chud grill fired up for some nice hot and fast grilling, and simply enough, on the pit we go. But you could get these cooked off however you like. You could throw these on the offset or the Chud box, get some smoky flavor, direct heat flavor, whatever you like. But for me, I'm just trying to get some browning on these, get them grilled off a little bit, build up some Maillard, get a little charcoal flavor, and I might throw a little chunk in here at some point to get a little bit of smoky flavor going. But really, just gonna let these cook for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes or something like that. Probably shut the lid to trap some smoke in there as well.
I'm a novice with barbecuing. What's Maillard? What is that?
Very simple grilling today, folks. Gotta love a quick and easy cook, you know what I mean? Don't have to babysit a fire or anything. Just getting a nice, quick, hot sear. And this honestly looks really good already. It smells really good. I'll tell you what, the Chud grill is a perfect vessel for something like this because these grates are like half flat top, half grill. So it makes cooking a bunch of tiny little pieces of meat a lot easier because I don't have to worry about anything falling through. Still get all that smoky charcoal flavor. It's really good browning. Gotta love it. But after maybe about 10 minutes of grilling and everything is looking absolutely beautiful, happy with the color, I'm gonna go ahead and slide these off the heat, because I don't want them to get too burnt or too crispy. Now I'm gonna take a little chunk of post oak, toss it right here, and shut this lid down and let them kind of smoke for about, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, just to add another layer of flavor. And like I said,
he always chuckles to himself when he says that, a layer of flavor.
This is a stew or a braise, so the longer these cook on the old grill, theoretically, the less time they'll have to spend in the braise. So this might speed things up a little bit.
Okay. Onion. I love these noises. Nice.
And while that meat smokes away for the next little bit, let's go ahead and knock out our sauce slash gravy slash braising liquid. starting with a healthy dollop of some beef tallow, followed by our white onion. It's a big onion, 1 green bell pepper, and 2 diced up jalapeno. But I'm pretty sure the jalapenos are optional in a dish like this, but I'm thinking a little extra heat might be nice.
Yeah.
Hit that with a little bit more of our seasoning and get those cooking down. And after about 5-10 minutes, everything is softened up, starting to take on some good color and smelling very good. So I'm gonna make a little well in the middle and go in with a squeezer of some tomato paste. Get that mixed in with the tallow, let that start frying down a little bit. Followed by our garlic. Same deal, couple minutes till nice and fragrant. And then in with some all-purpose flour. Let that mix in with the fat and cook down a little bit and turn into a bit of a roux. This is gonna help thicken up the gravy, but we wanna cook the raw edge off that flour for just a minute or so. And then we'll go in with our tomatoes. The water in those will help deglaze this pot a little bit. And then in with some homemade smoky gelatinous beef stock.
Oh, there's a lot of stock.
And once that is back up to a simmer and looking absolutely beautiful, we can go in with everything else, including some ancho chili powder, guajillo chili powder, Mexican oregano, and some cumin. And we'll toss in a few bay leaves as well, and get that all nice and mixed in. And now we go in with our beautiful smoky grilled off chunks of beef here.
And then you
Still
stew
smelling incredible. And now I'm gonna pop a lid on this and let this simmer down until everything is impossibly tender. And we already got a pretty good head start on cooking that meat, so really we're just trying to let that sauce thicken up, let that meat get nice and tender, let all those flavors develop, and it really shouldn't take too long. This would also be a great recipe for the Instant Pot, but I'm currently making stock in it. So we're gonna simmer this on the stove for probably an hour, maybe 2, but I'll keep you posted. And while that simmers away, let's go ahead and knock out some tortillas.
Oh, he's gonna make his own tortillas. I've tried this. The flour tortillas go well. They're fine. The corn tortillas, I haven't mastered it yet. I have not got that down. They always end up a little bit dry for me, you know? Has anyone got any tips for me? Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much. But I've got a tortilla press, and in my head when I bought it, it was gonna, you know, pop the little ball in. Whoop. Big tortilla. No, there's still an element of rolling going on there. In fact, I quite like them thin. Let's see how Bradley does.
With some bread flour, some baking powder, and some kosher salt. And get those all mixed up. And then we can go in with our fat. Usually I go with some Wagyu beef tallow or lard. I've done butter in the past, but my buddy Dave over at Wilson's Barbecue here on YouTube made some tortillas a while back using some butter-flavored Crisco, and he said they tasted just like the H-E-B ones. So we're gonna...
Oh, cheeky. Now, I have been copying Cowboy Kent Rollins, and I've been putting bacon grease in mine, which I think flavor-wise is very, very good, very nice. I have used a beef tallow. I think the first time I tried to make them. Like I say though, flour tortillas, fine. But I really like corn tortillas, so I need to master it. I need to get better.
Try it out today. Also, go subscribe to Dave. Great guy. And get that cut in.
Subscribe to Dave.
And once that's looking nice and sandy, in we go with some warm water. We're gonna let that turn into a dough and knead in there for about 2 minutes. Beautiful. Give that a few extra kneads for good measure. But look at that dough. So beautiful. So
Bradley's dough always looks so lovely and soft and smooth. My tortilla dough, it isn't that smooth, I don't think. Gonna have to start making it in the food processor.
smooth. Quite warm. So now we'll go ahead and start portioning this out into some individual dough balls, weighing in right around 45 grams.
Oh, they're only gonna be little
And then we're
aren't
gonna grab
they?
a dough ball, form all the seams to the underside, pinching everything shut. Give it the old table roll for a beautiful smooth topped ball. And once all balled up, we're gonna let these sit and rest for the next 30, 40 minutes or so to relax before we press them out.
The cutest thing I saw, I think it was like a Christmas video of Bradley's mum reminding him to do the table roll. I can't remember what she called it, but it was absolutely adorable. You can tell, I think it's his mum that taught him to cook, or got him into cooking, I think.
And after resting down for a little bit, I got the old chud press over here fired up. So now we're gonna grab one of our cute little buttery dough balls, stick it right in the middle, and give it a press. That got a lot bigger than I thought. Flip it over. Crank up that heat a little bit. And get this thing cooking. And just like that, in no time at all, a beautiful buttery flour tortilla. Into the warmer they go.
I want one. I want one. I want what Bradley's doing because it looks effortless. I still have to roll mine out. They're not as time saving as I thought they would be. Maybe it's something I'm doing. It's user error. But I can't get them flat enough, no matter how much I squeeze the press down. But this that Bradley's using, it's cooking it at the same time. It's super handy. What is this magical device? Is it just like a sandwich press? What panini press? But mine is like, what's the word? It's kind of like the corrugated, you know what I mean?
Steam, looking nice and puffy. Ow. Not gonna lie to you folks, it honestly smells like pancakes out here with that, you know, flour, baking powder, kind of pancake mix style dough with that buttery scent. Not mad about it though. Beautiful looking tortillas.
Not bad.
And just like that, we've got ourselves a big, beautiful stack of some lovely, buttery, freshly made flour tortillas. And I gotta say, I am loving how these are looking, especially once they've steamed out a little bit. Just looking nice and fatty, nice and pliable, and smelling, oh, so good.
Maybe the secret is butter. Maybe that's what it is. Cheese. More cheese. Ooh, I love lime. Ooh,
And checking back in on our meat, it's been braising down for about 2 hours at this point, although honestly I probably could have pulled it like half an hour ago, but everything is looking very good. That sauce is thickened up beautifully. It almost looks like a gumbo, honestly, at this point. It smells incredible. The meat is nice and tender, but still holding its shape. So we probably could shred this if we wanted to, but I like it in chunk form. So now all we gotta do is taste it and adjust. Ooh. Very smoky, very beefy, very rich. That gravy is just so thick. That meat is perfectly tender. Where it holds its shape, but when you bite it, it just kind of falls apart. Exactly what we're going for. A little bit of heat in there like that. It is quite rich though, so I think I'm gonna add a little bit of acid to it. You could use some vinegar or lime juice, but I'm gonna go in with some hot sauce. A little extra kick, vinegar-based sauce. Why not? And it does need a pinch of salt as well. And get that all stirred up, and you can taste it and adjust it until it's tasting how you like it. And there are many.
I don't know if anyone else can hear this. What's that sound? That every now and again there's a oh kind of sound in Bradley's video. What is it?
Many variations of this. I've seen a lot of people that throw potatoes in there, and that sounds like a great idea. And if I was eating this out of a bowl, more like a stew, I probably would have thrown the potatoes in there, because that sounds really nice. You could throw those in, you know, 30, 40 minutes before it's done, until they're nice and tender. But if you couldn't guess, we're making some tacos. So I think it's time to load one up. So to build, got one of our lovely freshly made flour tortillas going down. This is a real simple taco, folks. Just gonna grab some chunks of our lovely, nice and hot meat and plop a few right on down. It's nice, the gravy is so thick, it just kind of clings to it, so you don't need to drizzle anymore. But also, in true Tex-Mex style, we gotta go down with some cheese. So this is some finely shredded up Oaxaca and a little bit of cheese.
Oaxaca. I was racking my brain the other day trying to remember the name of this cheese. Oaxaca. I don't think we can get it here in the UK. Or, I don't know, maybe we can from a specialist cheese merchant. I don't know. What's the name of someone that sells cheese? Oaxaca, right.
Cheddar as well. And hopefully everything's hot enough to melt this cheese a little bit. But if not,
oh,
beautiful. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I had them on hand, so I'm gonna go down with a couple of freshly chopped up white onions, because I like white onions on a taco, although there's plenty in the stew already. And then everyone's favorite taco finisher, some cilantro, or coriander, depending on where you're from. And there we have it, folks, a beautiful, freshly made carne guisada taco. One more time, tortilla down, bunch of lovely chunks of our tender smoky meat, little onion, cheese number 1, cheese number 2, and a little cilantro. What a sight of beauty. You know, when I first heard of carne guisada a while back, I thought like a stew taco sounds kind of weird, but I gotta tell you, I'm super pumped to dive into these. I've been smelling this for far too long to not take a full big bite.
Oh, I bet they're amazing.
Good Lord. I haven't done one of those in a minute, ever since my mom chirped at me for it. That is an absolutely exquisite bite of food right there. So beefy, so cheesy, so tender, and just so flavorful, you know what I mean?
There's the noise again.
The texture on that meat is something else. The smokiness is definitely coming through, that grilled flavor with a little kiss of post oak smoke on there. It's cheesy, you got the fresh cilantro on there, a little lime juice never hurt, and that tortilla is just outstanding.
I'm gonna have to make them, Bradley.
It's just comfort food in every way. Holy hell.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to just try that tortilla by itself. That is a perfect tortilla. I've made tortillas with Crisco before and they turn out exquisite. There's something in Crisco that makes breads extra fluffy and smooth. It kind of gives it that industrial, professionally made quality. Unbelievable. And that butter tortilla, not mad about that. Surprisingly not messy either, considering there's like soup in there. I'm just gonna polish this taco off real quick. I like that a lot. I like it a lot. Glad I made a lot, because I'm gonna eat probably 4 of these. Brooke.
Yes.
Can I interest you in a carne guisada taco?
Yes, I'm hungry. Call me Marvin.
Starving?
Starving Marvin.
Oh, okay, already mad.
Yeah, I wrapped them up to keep them warm while I was ranting on. And also now it looks a lot more like a legit taco truck taco. Wilted, steamed out. Because like, tell me that doesn't look like you just drove home with it, you know what I mean? What's your thoughts on carne guisada?
If I drove home with that, I'd be one happy camper.
Sure, I've had it, but I'm not sure when.
I think it's more of a South Texas thing.
Yeah.
But they definitely have it around these parts, but I can't imagine you reaching for it too much. Hearty, beefy.
Go.
Real good. I mean, what's not to like about that? So meaty, saucy.
Oh, they look amazing.
That was a good bite right there.
What was that? Did you hear that?
That?
Yeah.
Bradley's partners heard it as well. It's not just me. I'm not going nuts. It's that kind of like, oh, what is that?
It's like an owl or a bug. Or something. It's every night for the last week straight.
Oh, that's cool.
It sounds like an electric car.
A little bit. That's good though.
Pretty tasty, right? It's pretty hearty, honestly. Like this would be a really good cold, winter's night kind of a dinner.
It's breaking apart like it's brisket.
Yeah, it's a chuck roast. So, but it's seared, smoked, and then simmered, kind of braised. So
I love roast.
very tender. It's kind of like a pot roast taco.
It is pot roasty, which that could be one of my favorite meals.
Good, because we probably just offended everyone in the Tex-Mex world by calling it a pot roast taco. But
Apologies, but delicious is what I mean.
yeah, this is tasty. What do you think about the tortillas? But I mean, that is a picturesque tortilla. But take a little bite ski.
Okay.
I want to see if you can figure out what it is.
This is giving more restaurant style.
Yeah, I was saying it's got more of a industrial made kind of vibe to it. So this one is made with butter flavored Crisco, a little trick that Dave over at Wilson's Barbecue, go like and subscribe, came up with in one of his videos for, you know, the H-E-B butter tortillas. That's what they're using. And
Yeah, but I wondered, could you get it in the UK? Was he trying it when he was visiting the US? Let's check it out.
I know you're not the biggest fan of the H-E-B butter tortilla. That's why I wanted to see what your thoughts were.
Don't say that to the camera.
Okay.
I love the H-E-B tortillas. I don't like the butter flavored ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I love the H-E-B
You
tortillas.
don't talk bad about H-E-B. Yeah. I mean, smell it. It smells like pancakes.
It really does.
Eh.
Like, this isn't crisped up as much.
I mean, I did just pull it straight out of the steamer,
Oh, well.
but
Okay. It's delicious.
very good.
Honestly, when you make these, like, fresh, or if I get them fresh at H-E-B, I always have to get that salsa that they make there.
Straight
And
tortillas
just
and
straight
salsa.
tortilla and salsa.
I've seen it many a time. This taco is very interesting because on paper, it's like kind of a stew, kind of a chili, and then it's also kind of leading barbacoa because it's like shreddy beef. It's cooked a lot like chili, but it's completely its own thing.
It feels like an enchilada, but inside.
Yeah, very saucy.
Yeah. Can I have this one?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, there's a whole pot of it, so we can make a whole bunch. Oh, that's really good. Definitely keeping that recipe around. Very easy cook, too. Gotta love that.
Yeah.
If you did pick up on that, let us know your thoughts. Yeah, I'm gonna make another one. And with this very last bite of carne guisada taco, I think it's time for the official taste test. That was far from the very last bite. All right, y'all, and that is it. That is how to make some absolutely fantastic carne guisada tacos. I highly recommend giving this one a try. I mean, what's not to like? It's meaty, it's beefy, it's tender, it's hearty, a little bit of smoke in there, and it comes together pretty quickly. Would make for a great weeknight dinner. You know, not too spicy, not too messy, just fun for the whole family. Incredibly tasty meal. You don't have to make your own tortillas, obviously, but I would highly recommend trying it at least once. And this is certainly something I'll be making around the house pretty frequently moving forward because that was a very satisfying meal. But all that being said, if you enjoyed this video, let me know by hitting that subscribe button. Let YouTube know by dropping a like on this video. If you give this recipe a try for yourself, be sure to tag me on Instagram at Chud's Barbecue. I'd love to see what y'all are cooking. Big shout out to all the Team Chud members. Thank you for supporting this channel and allowing me to keep making all of these videos. And until the next time I see you, please go cook something outside. Peace.
Bradley, I'd love to be cooking more outside. Unfortunately, the weather here in the UK is not very good. It's May. It should be a lot warmer. It is chilly. A few people have noticed I'm wearing quite winter wardrobes. Yeah, welcome to the UK. Let's see how cold it is today. I think it might partly be me being a bit elderly lady-like and just really feeling the cold. But it is cooler at the minute. I have a question. How does Bradley's partner, very pretty, very good figure, how do you keep that figure having a partner that cooks like Bradley? How's that possible? Willpower of steel. The size of a house. Oh my gosh, they look absolutely amazing. Thank you for requesting this video, Jeff. Like I say, I did actually have beef barbacoa for Cinco de Mayo. I'm not too sure what the normal celebrations are, but we ate beef barbacoa as instructed by good old Arnie Texas. Arnie Tex, oh, Texas? Is it Texas? Arnie Tex. And it was absolutely delicious. I cannot rave enough about beef barbacoa. I bloody love it. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. Let me know, what did you do for Cinco de Mayo? What's the norm in the US? What do you guys do? And in Mexico as well, what do you do? I don't know what the traditions are, so let me know. Take care of yourselves, my lovelies, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.